What's going on, shipmates? It's the Admiral here, and we are back in Echo waters. This time, we are going to turn the ship and sail around into a different territory of the game. So I have noticed, I've seen some comments, new players starting off with the game. Perfectly go okay, it's a good game to get into. Like I said, if you see my videos or if you're coming across this is also another great place to just get some info what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do today is just kind of like I have done already a daily routine. I'll probably put that into this description. So if you're watching this one and you want to go look over it, I'll put it there, so the link, so you can check that out. But this one I wanted to go over a little more in depth of the patrols and kind of like how to progress in the game for those of you kind of just starting out. And then maybe you're stuck, maybe you're in level 40 to 60 and you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I do, what's next? I see some stuff, Admiral, on your game that I don't see on mine. Is there a difference? Is there something I need to do to unlock it? So I'm going to go over that in this video. So this is like from the very start at the beginning, where you log in. Obviously, as you can tell, I am in the Finriru server here. This is where I've started. This is where I'm at. So if you guys want to jump in, I will warn you, if you do change servers, I've done it a few times before, but you do have to pretty much start over. So it kind of like resets your account in a sense when you switch over, and then you pretty much have to start from round one. So just a heads up if you are thinking about, or if you are in the Finriru server, look up my gamer tag here in Echo, and then just add me as a friend. I still got like 10 spaces left for friends and stuff like that. Anyway, so we'll get started here. So the first thing is going to pop up is obviously like the weekly stuff that's going on, your little check-ins, the Discord. I haven't joined the Discord yet. I haven't done that yet. It's something I'm looking into, and then kind of see what that info is about. So more stuff, rewards for participating in the Discord, for check-ins that you can do in there. Here you go. There's another daily event for April. Obviously, Splendid Renewal. I've covered her already. Part 2 of the Echo A to Z. That's going on. Let's see if I can pull it up. It didn't show it. Oh, it's right here. So this is the daily login. Pretty much for a whole month or 28 days when you log in, you'll get a free 10 summon for the Elementiums. Not bad. I mean, you get about 200 more 5 free, a bunch of resources. Good for starting off. It's it's not too bad. And then for every at 3 days, 7, 12, 20, and then of 28, you get some extra bonus rewards. Now, is it gonna show? Where is it this one? No, it's not there. That's recycling. Dang, there is another check-in. I'm trying to, sorry, I should have probably looked into it, but there is an event they got going on where when you log in every day, you pretty much you get what do you call it? Oh, there it is, right here, the Tesla rally. So pretty much every 5 days you get a free unit, free SSR case. This one is these are the ones that are the normal that they have featured, and then they have the limited or the extra rare SSRs. And then it is random, but it pretty much, if you log in for the full 150 days, I mean, that's like what, 4 or 5 months, you'll get every unit in here. Now it is up for another 131 days, so I mean, you can still get quite a bit of free SSR units here, and they're good ones, decent, especially if you're starting off. Horus, I mean, she's a big DPS used fairly early in the game that I've seen people use, as well as Icon. She's very good as well. So just stuff like that, and then of course you get daily rewards here for logging in. So that's something that's going on as well. All right, so like I said, so we're going to kind of start here on the bottom with the complex, the work agency. This here, as you gather, your resources and stuff like that, you can level up your centers here. This is pretty much like a little place to get free resources. You collect it. stuff like that. And then you dispatch units, and they give bonus resource. So as you can see here, the percentage plus 22%, plus 22%, and then of course they get fatigued for working, and then you kind of call them back, put them in your dormitory, which is going to be right over here. This is the place if you have friends. In the game, you can visit other dormitories, give them little gifts, stuff like that. Right now I only have 3 floors unlocked. As you can see, I don't have much going on. But as long as you have enough, like this is pretty much where you place them when they get tired and they recover, stuff like that. It does affect a little bit of their attack and stuff like that, but not much. It's not anything to be too concerned about. So we'll recall everybody. Quick stay will put everybody who's pretty much already like needs to recover, stuff like that. So let's go back to the work agency and do quick dispatch. Bam. So I believe it's cafeteria level 3. I'm sorry, the training center right here. These are the ones that this fusion metal is what you need to use to upgrade this here. So pretty much what you do is you go to your dormitory, you do this here, you go to level 3, you click on this up here where the little leaves are, and so you need 6,000 for me to level this up from dormitory 1 to 2, and then I can put more cases here to recover faster. So I mean, and then of course here in the work agency as well, let's see if this one here, level up, the level up is for each one is a little bit different, but here same thing, you need it like 11. I need 11,000 to go from level 2 to 3, which just enables me to add another unit, another case to there, just producing more resources. Nothing too crazy for the resources. I mean, you got your regular money, stuff like that for the rooms, the experience to level up your SSRs. This one is used for your combat arms for your units. Use that a little bit later, but they do come in handy. And then this one is for Neolists, to upgrade those as well, and to break through, because I believe it's like every 10 levels, but I'll go over that here in a little bit. So that's pretty much the gist of that. And I'm going to go ahead and dive next into patrols, because that's what I really wanted to cover. And we're going to kind of just start all the way over here. So each one of these you unlock at certain levels. Storming Sky Fort, Shiny Ceremony, Nebulous Nightmare. Those are like featured and limited availability events that are, patrols that come pretty much every week, and they change. As you can see here on the bottom, 2 days more for the Nightmare, 4 days more for the Shiny Ceremony, 21 days for the Storming Sky Fort. Now, the Storming Sky Fort, I believe I'd mentioned it before, but that's for like your clans and stuff like that. So if you are part of a clan, the clan leader has to establish what is it called, alliances, and then you and your alliances join the Sky Fort. It's a big old battle. I can't join because we never joined the alliance, so I haven't even got a chance to like really look at it and stuff like that. So we'll start with here. These will pop up as you level up. So cage fight, pretty self-explanatory. PvP, you work your way up, stuff like that. You put in your squad, and of course you usually want, I mean, you can change it. It doesn't have to be the same one that you use for your story mode and stuff like that. There are definitely units and cases that you can use that are more prone and better suited for PvP, like people doing debuffs and like controlling and the shields and stuff like that. So those are pretty much the ones you could use for that. So I'm at 44. Trying to work my way up. I think the highest I got was 38 or 37. Some of these people here, like Ira Ray, me and this guy have been battling back and forth. I'll be him one day, and then a couple days later he'll be me, back and forth. So pretty much whoever you beat, you take their spot, and so on and so forth. So for example, I'll just do one. We'll just do one real quick. Let's take, you know what? Let's try it out. You'll see different squads, stuff like that. You can skip it obviously too. I mean, I'll mention that up here at the top. This is the time speed. You can do 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. This circle that's spinning, this is to auto use your Neo list down here at the bottom. Down here. So if you leave that off, the computer, the AI or whatever, won't automatically use them. So you'll have to click on it yourself in order to use that. So if you, like I said, we'll press it real quick. Oh, so it won't let me do manual combat for that. All right, so it's automatically involved in there. And then the skip obviously skips the battle, and pretty much a fast forward. It takes into account pretty much like your guys' level, stuff like that, and it decides who the winner is. So we'll go ahead and just skip real quick. And of course, he wiped me out. So if you lose, you keep your spot. If you do 5 fights, you get all these rewards, and then it's part of your daily stuff here in the beginning. So if I go here, your daily tasks, missions, and if you do all the way up to 125, you get about 100 free more fights and resources here. The nutrient solution, which is to give you more stamina to do like the expeditions, the story mode, and all that stuff. So that's cage fight. Abyssal dive. I don't remember when you unlock it, but I can tell. I can go through this real quick. So pretty much what you do, you go through here. It gives recommended power. You fight. I'll go through this one. Oops. Yeah. So those are those 3. And once you finish this little section, it'll give you an option of 3 different buffs you can get. So let's just say we'll go with pierce rate. Wow. And then you go to the next one. You have evacuation is 3 up here in the top right. So pretty much that 3, you have 3 tries to keep trying if you fail. So let's say I do this one, it's too strong, I lose, and then it's like, okay, I'll switch it up, or maybe I want to, go upgrade or level up some people or do some things and then come back and try again. You have 3 times or 3 chances to do that, and then that's it for the day. And it resets every day when the game does the reset, the daily reset. So you'll get 3 again. That's everybody who does, obviously the top people doing the dive. This is the Abyss store. So as you complete it, you get these Abyss points, and then you can buy these equipments. So these equipments give your units bonus attributes. So this one is the shifter, which is resistance. Rebirth is health. The saber is attack, and then lastly the Aegis is armor. Now there are, as you can see, there's 2 different ones. So there's the Bastion and the Challenge. So pretty much if you have all 4, or if you have at least 2 of the challenge types, you'll get plus 375 attack. If you have 3, it's 4%. And if you have all 4 full set on one unit, you get all of it. So you get the 375, you get the 4%, and you get the crit and the hit. So you get all of that included. So there is the basic one, the gray ones, those you'll get first. Adding those and stuff like that. There's only 1 set, so there's not different ones. So you'll get, those are going to be the bonuses. Now, once you do that, and then I'll just mention this real quick. The treaties here at the end here is what you use to upgrade and level up your equipment, these equipments here. Now, as you go through the Abyss and you go further down the Abyss hole, you get to unlock and get the elite versions. These are the purples, the SR versions. Same thing, you have Shatter and Steadfast, 2 different types. Shatter is going to be more on the attack side, focusing on attack and crit, as you can see. And then Steadfast is going to be focusing on your HP. So you can decide if maybe you're doing the story mode or doing some challenges, and you're like, oh man, like my units are dying really quick. they need more health. I'm doing enough damage, but they're just getting hit, or they're pretty much, I have a glass cannon team, and a couple hits from the enemy starts to wipe me out. So you can do it HP, or let's say you got a bunch of tanks and some good healers, and you're like, oh man, like I'm able to last a long time, but I'm running out of rounds, and I ended up not beating the team in time. So then, okay, you can focus on the attack set and use that to upgrade your team that way. And then as you go even further down, you get the Trailblazer, and this is the SSR versions. Same thing, you got Conquest and Sanctuary. Sanctuary, I believe, is HP. Yep, same thing. So Sanctuary, if you get all 4, you get HP. Bonuses there. Conquest, you'll get attack. As you guys know, I like the tanks, the DPS, the shields. So I personally used the Conquest set for my units. Now, as you go further down into the Abyss as well, you get these rewards, and as you complete a certain distance, as you can see, they're like kilometers, every few kilometers, you get all these bonus little things and rewards and stuff like that. There's a lot of them. There's 150 kilometers. I have actually been through all of it. So if I do this quick battle here at the bottom left, it'll go through all of it, and it'll pick the buffs for me. Battle speed up is just for the 4 here, for the area you're at, and it'll just go through that quickly. So if you do quick battle, here you go, boom, boom, boom. It's doing each floor. Now you don't have to sit here and watch it. You can press outside of the box, boom, it'll do everything. So the bottom floor has been reached. Congratulations, hoorah, you did it. All right, so that's that. You can do it every day. Go through the whole thing. You're still gonna get Abyss points, stuff like that, to buy your things. But you're gonna be like, hey, Admiral, I'm noticing, is there anything else after the gold? Yes, there is, or the SSR. So I believe it is, I want to say level 67, maybe level 68, as far as your account level. Once you hit that, then you unlock the Abyssal Illusion. Same thing. This a little different, as you can see. You still have 3 chances, but the difference with this is you have these here, these action points. So you only have 18 per day. It costs 6 action points to get through this little area right here that's shown, which means you can only go 3 floors at a time. So I'll be able to do the 22 kilometers, the 23, and the 24. Once I finish 24, I won't have any more action points to keep going. So I'll stop at 24, and then I have to wait till tomorrow for when it resets. Same thing here. You get illusion points here for completing. I'll show you guys. We'll kind of go through a couple here, and I'll show you. So there's 2 different ones. There's a card, and then there's this 1-2. So you can pick your route, whichever way you want to go. It doesn't matter. It takes, whichever way you go is going to take 6 action points to get to the end, to the boss. So first off, cards, you get these cards. So as you can see here, each of these cards have effects to them. This one is the elemental damage taken from the opposing team is minus 100%. Perfect. If you press go and get, it takes up an action point and you get this card. And then as you can see, the next area or the next section will open. So now I have 2 cards to pick from. I can either do this one. I'll clear all enemy buff states when the enemy retreats, which means let's say you're fighting a team, one of them, I'm trying to just I can't really think of anybody off the top. Let's say one of the units has like Coretta, she has the burn, right? Let's say she starts off, she does her burn, affects half her team. Well, with this card, if you attach it for that stage that you're on fighting that unit, once you beat her, it'll clear off that that burn effect. So so you just got to read, and you pretty much figure out what you want to use, what you want to keep. And what they do is the cards in this area are used for these stages or these battles here that you're going to face. when you go to the next level or the next floor, the cards that you didn't use or you still have will get wiped and reset, and then you pretty much start fresh on the next level. So we'll run through this. I'll see if I could show you. So we'll go 3, 2. Here at the bottom left, you see it says, oh, these cards here are recommended, the Death God. Right here, the mental card. Your battle points recommended is at least 12,000. You get rewards there. You press go, and then this is like the pre-stage right here. So you can select which cards you want to use. So of course we're going to use the Death God because it's recommended. It's saying pretty much, you still have one left. Do you want to use it? Are you sure you want to use it? But I don't want to, so we'll just direct battle. And then, of course, the battle will start. And then, of course, same thing, like the PvP, like I explained, still has the 3x speed, the auto use for the Neoliths, and then, of course, your Elementals will be automatically used, and you have the skip button up here at top. Also, my favorite. Bam, 13 mil. Crazy damage. All right, so victory. It shows the HP here of your squad. It does not recover. I will mention that for each floor. So see, I'm at 98% here. Got the rewards. Next place. Now, when I start this next stage, my team will start at 98% and not the full 100%. So keep that in mind as you're walking through. So we're gonna kind of keep this. We're gonna try to do quick. All right, cool. Let's get that one. The Hermit. Moving on, the 5-2. These are the cards that you have. Is there anything recommended? No. So, what is? I don't even know what that does. Oh, I can look at right there. That's all right. We don't need them. All right. I should be able to go through without. Bam, easy peasy. And we are at 95%. So we lost 3% of health. Not a problem. Boss. We're at the boss already. Go. Anything recommended? No. So here I'll show you. We'll use one, and I'll show you when we get to the next floor that other card will it'll dissolve and disappear. Victory, 93%. We lost 7% of that whole area. And we're done. We're moving on to 23rd. So here, if we start here, never mind. I guess I still do have it. All right, so I was wrong. So it just like it does. Maybe I'm guessing when it resets and after you lose all your action points, then it will kind of go. It'll go away then. Because I do know I had some saved up and I wasn't using. I was like running through the first few floors, and then I was like, oh, I thought I would keep my cards, and I guess not. All right, so I'm still at 93% health. We're still going. So that's pretty much it for this thing. For the Abyssal illusion. Now, let me show you. So you do get the where'd it go? Right here. These right here, illusion points. They're different from the Abyssal dive points. And let's go to this shop. So this shop is the colorful procurement, and would you know, there is UR versions of the equipment. I was like, wow. I did not know. I just recently found that out a few weeks ago when I unlocked this. So you have Eternal Set, which is the HP, and Destruction, which of course is attack. So as you can see here, I've been working on the Destruction. I have 29 out of 75 fragments to summon or equip the full thing. I've been working on. Now, I will suggest when you are getting these equipments, whether it's the purple, the gold, or the UR versions, to put them on 2 at a time. Or I would just say start off with putting on 2. So let's say you have one of your units has Conquest all 4. I would suggest not to switch out the Destruction Saber for this saber. Because what's going to happen is you're going to lose the 4. You'll still have the 3 out of 4. You'll have these front 2. But when you put this on, you won't have any of these buffs. So you'll be pretty much missing out on one buff. You'll have obviously all this increased attack and all this other stuff here that it does just on itself. But what I suggest is to get 2 and what you're gonna do is pretty much you'll have these two. You'll have the 12 plus 1260, and then you'll have the plus 2210. So at least you have your worthwhile of buffs going on. You're not missing out on anything. So that is my suggestion when you do get these, to try to do at least two at a time, or save up and your fragments and then put them together where you have two and then switch them out, because then you could be losing out on potential power or attack or stats for your team. All right, so let's go back. So that's pretty much it for the Abyssal, or for the Abyssal. Harvest is where you go to do your little resources, so this one, the outfield, is for the money, currency, stuff like that, tribute points. I would say fairly easy to obtain, really easy to get. There are certain things to level up that does cost a lot. I want to say it is the equipment. We'll double check on that. But there was a point of time, I would probably in my, I want to say level 30 or in the 40s, where I was running out of money really quick and I had to save up. It didn't take too long, a couple days. You save up, 100,000, 200,000 with your daily stuff, and then you can just kind of slowly but surely progress. These here, this one gives you essence, which is used for your chimeras to level those up. I'll show you those here in a little bit. Those are going to be a little extra equipment stuff. And then, of course, this one gives you mission data, which is just used to give experience to your units and cases, your characters. And their level cannot exceed your account level. So I'm level 69, so they can't be level 70. So they pretty much top out at level 69. The evacuate is another one where you get the modification stuff to upgrade your equipment, and that comes, as you can see here on the bottom, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Next is host purification. Pretty much a little mini event or mini boss pops up on the weekends. I believe it's both, and then they kind of go back and forth whether whichever one you attack. You do get rewards from beating them here, and then where's it at? It has their own shop as well. And where is it? Is it here? Yeah. So then there's a ranking as well, and you get more resources depending on where you place and where you finish out at in this ranking here for total damage. So then that's host purification. You get 10 tries to pretty much do it. So if you click on it, you can do a deep purification, which gives you 1.5 times damage, or you just do standard, which is just regular 1. There is, here it is at the bottom, quick purification. Well, you can do all 10. We'll do 1.5, bam, and it'll do it for you. I love doing the quick stuff because there is quite a bit of daily stuff to do. I would say it takes me a good solid 20 minutes to run through everything. So once you do that, you can do a quick claim to get all the stuff you unlocked for how much damage you did to the beast, and then you get another reward here. And then at the end of the day, at the reset, it'll send you whatever ranking you finished at. Desperate operation. This is, I'm in survival mode, which is actually the second part, but desperate operation, this is the first one. So we'll go all the way out here. So I believe it unlocks around maybe level 20. Not 100% sure. I really don't remember. It's been a while. But once you unlock it, pretty much what it does, you get these rewards here, which is the chimeras. This is stuff that you can add. I believe your units can have one offensive one and one defensive one, pretty much. So of these 4, you can equip 2 different ones. So this one gives attack and armor. This is attack and resistance. This one is HP and armor. and this is HP resistance. So you can do one of the HPs and then one of the attacks. You create team. You can invite. You press that. This is pretty much this first one here. This Nightingale assistant investigation. That's like computer assistant. And then if you have any friends, they're there. Syndicate is your clan. Oh wow, Trinity's on. So this is somebody from my clan. The waifus. Obviously, he's crazy strong at 110 million. But you can put here to ask to pretty much send a request like, hey, can you help me out? They say yes or no. And then if not, you can always, this one here, this first one, if you press it, it'll automatically put them in there. Now you can switch. You can have them go first and have your squad attack. If not, you can go first. Here, I'll do this real quick. So you have 3 tries to, or do you have 3, you can do it 3 times. So this is what it is. You just pretty much, you go, you fight the team, and then it's 3 waves. And of course, the first 2 are fairly easy to get through. And then the last wave or last team you fight is like the quote unquote boss team that you have to go up against. They're going to be the hardest. You can't skip it. You have to beat it at least one time, and then you'll be able to skip it for the other one. So victory, you get that, you get the rewards, and then this little card thing pops up, and you get to pick what you want. All right, so you get that. You get a piece of Chimera, and then of course I think it's depending on the rarity. It's like 25 or 50 pieces gets you the whole thing. Ooh, excuse me. So I have 2 left. Now, when you get all the way to the end, when you beat the research facility at 9.2k, survival difficulty will open up. I was probably level 60 when I finally beat that. Depending on your team and what like neo lists you have and stuff like that, the extra stuff will help you pass. And then of course, what I do when I get to these harder ones where you have difficulty and you create your team, I usually have them go first, because obviously your team's going to be a lot better than the computer one, because they're real basic, nothing added to them, and they can take out the first 2 waves, and then they're going to probably do maybe 25% damage to the 3rd wave, which is going to be the boss team, and then your team can step in and hopefully take out the 75% that's left. So that's usually my strategy when I was doing these, and I was getting kind of like they're a little bit too strong for me to take on by myself, all 3 waves. That's my strategy, the way I did it. So then once I hit survival, you unlock these at certain levels. So this one here, I unlocked at level 68, 69, the shady building. And the next one is at level 70. And as you can see here, 72, 74, every 2 levels, you unlock the next one. But so same thing, you create your team, add, doesn't really matter which one for this one, because I've beaten it already once. And once I do that, you can just go up here, skip, and then it's like, yay, you won, congratulations. And then you pick your reward. Perfect. So that's pretty much it for Desperate Operation. Nice little thing to do. Now, Flower Oath, I will admit I have not really done this a lot. It's a little, so pretty much from what it is like a bunch of different other people. This Lavia is like the boss for this area. You go up to her, and I believe you fight her. Oh, never mind. Wow, okay, yeah. So I haven't really, as you can tell, I'm kind of lost already. I haven't really done this one. Oh, is that the main boss? Yeah, see, so reach level 52 to challenge. That's the, because this is the 2nd stage. Yeah, so her recommended power is 10 million, which actually I could beat now. Interesting. This is, I think, the 2nd level. Other people can join you. I do know that, and you get rewards. Where is it? Here, and pretty much it's like oaths. I mean, the stuff that you can do to marry your units if you're into that, and of course it gives them buffs and extra damage and stats and stuff like that. Now the Chimera contract, this one I have done a little bit. So this one here, as you see, different areas, there's a processing room. This is part of your dailies as well, as to claim that and do the quick processing just to claim it. That's one of your daily tasks. So as I mentioned before, these crystallite cells, they are used to upgrade the vibration arms for your units. Those are the ones that you're pretty much the combat arms for each specific unit. They have one specific for them, but you can add and mix and match. Now, as you can see, when I claimed it, over here, the details, I have the +6, +34, +108, +1241 for every hour. So pretty much I get quite a bit of resources from here. Now, for you to level that up, you have to go through and do these operations up here in these research zones. So we'll do this Empire one real quick. So this one, let's see, can I do this battle speed up? Yeah. So you get rewards from that, and then of course, bam, you get some upgrades. Now, when you attack this, as you see here, this leader buff, something I explained before, links, stuff like that, you get all this added bonuses. But for this specific zone, this research, you can only use, if you look over here, Empire cases can be deployed. So all of these are in the same unit or same Empire class. So obviously they get these automatically, all these buffs. As you can see, I have two UR units, Ziz and Dominica, and then Caroline. Man, I can't believe these. I forgot these other names. I think her name was Hilda. Damn, don't remember. Anyway, these are SSR units. For some of my team, some of the other clans here that the cases have, like if I go back here to like Bifrost, I only have I have to use some SR units, some purple ones, because I don't have any SSRs or even URs for that zone. So those are the only ones you can use. But having all these buffs, it still gives you quite a bit of good stuff. I mean, I'm still at 6 million damage with this and all. Of course, your artifacts, your Neoliths, and your Elementos do give you a bunch of bonus stuff too. So then you just start the challenge. And same thing as pretty much everything else. You fight, you skip, you win, you move on, you get more rewards. That's pretty much the base of every patrol. You go in, you fight, you win, you gather resources, you move on. Now, as you go through the levels of these research zones, you'll be able to upgrade the core research zone. So I did that once, so you should be able to upgrade this one time. So you go through here, same thing, fight, we skip. If I can hit this, come on. There it goes. Victory, we got it, perfect. And then you see it grays out again. So now you can only do 10 of these at a time. Once you hit the 10, it'll say you cannot proceed anymore, and then you have to wait till the next day, which will open up the next research zone. You'll be able to do 10 or try 10 levels of that one, and then you'll be able to upgrade your research area core. Now, excuse me. This one is the same thing. The only difference is the resources you get. So this one is Neutral Solution, which these are used to upgrade your Elementos. And that's pretty much it. That's really the only difference, is that it's just a different resource that you're collecting. Obviously, you want to upgrade your Elementos because they do significant amount of damage and they give you a lot of bonus stats. But same thing, each section you have to use for this one it's I think it was not Empire. Forgive me. Well, you have to use all the same clan here. So that's what I did. This one actually requires 2. So as you can see, the first one is at 3.4 million. The second one's at 3.2 mil. And then you just do the same thing. You go through, you fight. As you go through, you have 10 tries as well, and then you can upgrade your core research. And liberation is another area I haven't gone through a lot. I just know that your fatigue, you go through. Oh, okay, I have done this one. So real quick, this is how you do it. It's a giant map. You have what? No. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's why. Bam. Let's get rid of these real quick. Thank you. All right. So pretty much it's a big map. You go through it. You fight some people. And then there's like little things you have to unlock. It's a little different than the main game. As you can see here, as you walk through, you unlock this cloud stuff. Now for me to go past this roadblock, I need one of these little books or whatever. And you get that by going through the stage. And you find it like, if I go down through here, go up through here. Where is it? You know, it might not show it to me because I have to beat this lady here. Pretty much you wander, you find stuff you find keys to unlock past or roadblocks. And once you get through the whole thing, then you get rewards, and then you go to the next one. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff to go through. So that one's fairly easy, kind of like the I forget what it's called, the classification, not the expedition part down here. Oh no. Anyway, back to the main menu. Nothing really new. Updates as far as the big events. Everything else is still going on. Akira's the newest SSR featured unit. She is here. She's Rage Break. If you want to take a look at her, go ahead. And that's about it, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. I hope this helped. Going through the patrols as much as I could. Next, there's not too much else. Expedition is the story mode. You go through it, you fight. Now, there's certain points you see here, it unlocks at 71. So, one last piece of advice for those of you starting off. Or maybe you're stuck. Definitely focus on using your nutrient solutions. The fastest way to get through this game, or to like progress through this game, is to get higher levels. If you go here to the combat gear, each one of these unlocks at different levels. Renaissance card I unlocked at level 65. Elamanos was 60 or level 60. The Echo Library or Laboratory was level 60, maybe 63. And then Treasure is like the last one from what it looks like, and that's at level 70. So I still need one more level to unlock that last thing. So that's definitely something I would, give advice for you guys starting off, or if you're stuck, definitely focus on just leveling up your account. Go through the story, go through your dailies, collect your resources, obviously get your free morphite that you get daily. But progressing through the story and getting a higher level on your account helps you progress through the game pretty well. Because if you get stuck somewhere, then it's most likely because you're not at a certain level to unlock stuff to give you more power, more account power. Like I was stuck at if you go through and look at my older videos, I was stuck like around 6 or 7 million, and that was because I didn't have this unlocked. And once I unlocked this, let's see, will it tell me right here, buff overview? Yeah, look at that. 343,000 all HP, plus 11,000 armor, plus 20,000 attack, plus 9,000 entire platform repeats, 10%, 10%, 10%. And that's just on that one. This one, another set. And then if you go over here to data tree, this is even more buffs and bonuses. Look at that. 30,000, 1,200, 2%, 2%, 2%. And that's for everybody. All attack. So that's it. That's my last piece of advice. Have fun out there. Play the game. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. That's all I got for you today. I'm posting this today. I'm working on some other games that I'll put out for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy those as well as this one. I appreciate the comments. I love the likes. Great feedback, guys. That's all I got for you. Fair winds and following seas. I'll see y'all next time.